Hello guys, welcome to the session today. Today we're going to be doing some work in tabletop and seated to work our core and our glutes. You can just do this on its own any time of the day, or you can add it on to one of the other videos, maybe the modified sun salutation, whichever works for you, or you can add it on after your workout, or if you've been for a walk or been for a run. So just close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. You have the option, if you have a block or a cushion, to place it underneath your seat bones, give you a little bit more height. It might feel a little bit more comfortable for you. So we're rooting down through both seat bones, crown of the head rising up towards the ceiling. Hands can be on the knees, palms down or palms facing up, or just place the hands on your feet. Checking that you've got the length in the neck, that you're not jutting the chin out. Just a few breaths here. And very slowly start to deepen the breath. Breathing wide and full. And just keep the awareness on the air flowing in and out of the nose. And on your next inhale, float the arms out and up. Allow the palms to touch above the head. And as you exhale, slowly bring the hands down through to heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale the arms out and up. Palms come together. Slowly exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center. Inhale. And exhale, slowly bringing the hands down through to heart center. And if your eyes are closed, just slowly start to open the eyes. If you have a block or a blanket or a cushion, just move it to the side. And then just slowly crawl round, and let's all meet up in tabletop. So in your tabletop, check that the knees are underneath the hips, the spine's nice and long. Don't forget that the neck is part of the spine. So just check that you're not jutting the chin up or looking down towards the floor, dropping the head down. Spreading the fingers wide, push down through the finger pads, making sure you've not locked out the knuckles of the fingers. Feet can be flat on the floor. If it feels more comfortable, you can tuck the toes. Just gently draw the lower ribs in to activate your core. Breathe wide and full here with that core activated. One more inhale. Nice and easy exhale. Cat-cow. Inhale. As you exhale, tuck the chin in, slowly round, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming into cat. Work with your own range of movement. As you inhale, slowly uncurl, neutral spine, and then slowly just drop the belly slightly. Just be careful of that lower back. Try not to jut the chin out, so look down towards the mat. And as you exhale, cat. Work with your own range of movement and work with your own breath pattern. Exhaling to cat, nice and slow. And as you inhale, slowly uncurl, neutral spine, coming into cow, making sure you're not dipping in that lower back too much. Keep the inhales and exhales nice and long. Let's do 2 more. Last cat. And then come back to your neutral spine. Tuck the toes. You can either bring the hips back so you're sitting on your heels, or you can come to kneeling. Bring the palms together, interlace the fingers, circle the wrists. We're going to be doing a lot of work on our hands today. So any time that you need to, please come out of tabletop and then circle the hands. Extend the arms up, flex the hands. The arms are roughly in line with the shoulders. Then bring the left hand to the right fingers and just gently pull the fingers back. And then release, flex both hands, right hand to the left fingertips. And release, give those hands a shake, come back to tabletop, activate the core, shoulder blades are on the back of the rib cage, spreading the fingers wide, check that neck, squeeze the right glute, allow that right knee to float off the floor, and coming into glute raises. Check that the hips are level, core's activated, the right glute's activated. Slowly lower the right knee down to the floor, squeeze up, slowly lower down, squeeze up with that right glute, flex the foot if you can. Just work with your own breath pattern, squeeze up. Let's do one more. And then from here, you're going to slowly bring that knee down, and then it's coming out to the side, the lateral movement, and then come back out. I call these fire hydrants. Coming out. Not too high, checking that the hips are still staying level. Let's do two more. One more. Slowly bring that knee down. If you need to give the wrist a shake, please do so. Let's repeat that on the left side. Set yourselves up, activate the core, squeeze the left glute, glute raises on the left side. Squeezing up, slowly lowering down. My foot is flexed. Checking you've got the length in the neck. Check that you're squeezing with that left glute. Check that you're still drawing the lower ribs in. Check that you're spreading the fingers wide and the elbow creases pointing towards the front end of the mat. Last one. And then good old-fashioned fire hydrant out to the side, checking that you're not coming up too high and that you're not dipping down to the right as you bring that left knee out to the side. Slowly come back to center. Check your base, float that right leg off the floor, and then from here we're just going to circle the hips, working with your own range of movement. The left foot, the toes can be tucked or the foot can be flat on the floor. And if it feels comfortable for you, you can make that hip circle a little bit bigger. And then slowly change direction. Again, work with your own range of movement. Keep drawing the lower ribs in towards the center line to keep that core activated. And then slowly come back to tabletop. Let's repeat that on the left side. Check your base, core's activated, squeeze the left glute to float that left leg off the floor, and then hip circles. And let's change direction. Just check in with the breath. Make sure it's nice and steady. And float the left knee back to the floor, crossing the feet over at the ankles. Slowly come all the way round, so you're sitting on both seat bones, feet flat on the floor, knees are bent. Bring the hands to the back of the thighs, activate the core, lovely long spine. Slowly come all the way back, so making a V shape. Keep the core activated, hold it there. You can keep the hands here, or or you can release the fingertips and point them forward. Float the right foot off the floor, lower it back down. Float the left foot off the floor, lower it back down. Float the right foot off the floor, left foot off the floor. Right foot off the floor, nice and slow, left foot. Keep that core activated. One more, left side. Easy cross-legged. Just circle out those wrists, give them a shake if you need to. Slowly come all the way back to tabletop. Check in your base. Activate the core. Check the elbow creases pointing to the front end of the mat. Shoulder blades on the back of the rib cage. Extend the right leg out nice and long. Check that the hips are level. Squeeze the right glute. Raise the toes off the floor. We're thinking about length rather than height. Check that the hips are level. Hold it there. Breathe wide and full. Slowly lower the right toes to the floor. Squeeze the right glute to bring that leg back up. Allow the toes to tap. Bring them back up. Toes tap. Bring them back up. Toes tap. Bring them back up. Hold it there. Bring that right knee back in underneath the right hip. Let's repeat that on the left. Activate the core. Extend the left leg out. Left toes on contact with the mat. Check that the hips are level. Activate the core. Activate the left glutes. Bring that leg off the floor. Check that the hips are level. Allow the left toes to float back down to the mat. Squeeze the left glute to bring that leg back up. Toes tap. Back up. Toes tap. Back up. Toes tap. Back up. Hold it there. Bring that knee back underneath. Check your base. Core activated. Extend that right leg out. Squeeze the right glute to bring that right leg off the floor. Check that the hips are level. Slide the left hand along. Check that the hips are level. Check that you can still breathe wide and full. Check you're not flaring out the lower ribs. Maybe come up onto the left finger pads, fingertips. If that feels okay, maybe float the fingers off the floor. Maybe bring the arm up a little bit higher, creating length in that leg, looking down towards the floor. Check that you're not jutting that chin out or allowing the head to fall forward. Keep the core activated, keep squeezing that right glute. And then on your next exhale, bring the left hand down to the floor. Left hand comes back underneath the left shoulder. Exhale, right toes touch the floor. Bend that knee, slide that leg back underneath the hips. Repeat that on the left side. Activate the core, extend that left leg out. Squeeze the left glute, bring that leg off the floor. Slide the right arm out. Check that the core is still activated, left glute is still on. Come up onto the fingertips. If that feels comfortable and the hips are level, float the arm off the floor. Just take it nice and slow. You may feel a bit wobbly this side, or you may feel your balance is better this side. Check that you've still got that left glute activated. Breathing wide and full. Next exhale, bring the hand down, place the right hand underneath the right shoulder. And on your next exhale, allow the left toes to touch the floor, bring that left knee back down. Cross the feet over at the ankles, come all the way back to seated. Sit up nice and tall, check the weight's even on both seat bones, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Activate the core, draw the lower ribs in to help you sit up nice and tall, help with the upward lift of the spine. Hands can stay behind the thighs or fingertips forward. Slowly come all the way back. Float the right foot off the floor, hold it here. Shoulders are relaxed, but don't force the shoulder blades down the spine. Hold it here and breathe. Keep drawing the lower ribs in to keep that core activated. Slowly float that right foot back down to the floor. Left foot, hold it here. Check that you're not flaring out the lower ribs, shoulders are relaxed. Check in with the breath. Slowly float the left foot down to the floor, come up to easy cross-legged, circle out those wrists, change direction. Give them a shake. Slowly come all the way back to your tabletop, set your base. Activate the core. Keep the length in the neck. Slide that right leg out. Check that the hips are level. Bring that right leg off the floor. And then maybe if it feels comfortable, float the left arm, creating length in the arm and the leg. Keep that right glute on. Exhale, lower the fingertips and toes to the floor. Inhale, bring them back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Keep squeezing that right glute. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up and hold it here. Nice, long, easy exhale. One more. And then bring the fingertips down, the toes down, slowly come back to tabletop. Repeat that on the left. Activate the core, extend the left leg out, squeeze the left glute, bring that leg up, and then if it feels comfortable, float the right arm up. Check your base, breathe wide and full. Keeping the glutes activated. Keep the core activated. On your next exhale, fingertip toes touch the floor. Inhale up, exhale lower, inhale up, exhale lower, inhale up, exhale lower, inhale up, hold it here. Nice long easy inhale, nice long easy exhale. And then slowly come all the way back to tabletop. Cross the feet over the ankles, slowly come all the way back up. Sit up nice and tall, keep the core activated. Slowly come back. Option to just bring one foot off the floor, or maybe you can float both feet off the floor. Keep drawing the lower ribs in. Hands can be here or on the floor if it feels more comfortable for you. And breathe. Two more inhales. Last one. Slowly lower the feet, cross the feet over at the ankles. You can circle the wrists if you need to. You can just do them singly. You can bring the hands together, whichever feels best for you. Slowly come up to tabletop. Check in your base. Keep that spine nice and long. Activate the core. Activate the right glute. Float the arm and leg off the floor if it feels comfortable. Now, if you've got the hand on the floor, that is fine. You can just do this with just the leg. So from here, I'm going to bring my knee in and then bring my left elbow to my left hip and then extend. Exhale in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale in, 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 inhale to lengthen, hold it here. Slowly lower the fingertips, toes to the floor, come back to tabletop. Set your base, activate the core, activate the left glute, slide that left leg out, slowly float the arm off the floor and the left toes. Check your base, check the hips are level. Take a nice deep breath in. As you exhale, right elbow to right hip, bring that knee in. Inhale to lengthen, exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, tuck it in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale in, inhale, lengthen, exhale in, inhale, lengthen, exhale in, inhale, lengthen, hold it there. And then slowly release, come back to tabletop, cross the feet over at the ankles, slowly come to sit on both seat bones, sit up nice and tall, activate the core, hinge back, hands can stay here or you can reach the fingertips forward. You can keep one foot off the floor and just keep floating one up and down, or you can bring right foot off the floor, left foot off the floor, hold it here, toe tap right, toe tap left, toe tap right, toe tap left, toe tap right, toe tap left. Keep it nice and slow and controlled. Keep drawing the lower ribs in. Keep breathing wide and full. Keep going. Keep smiling. You can rest if you need to. We've got 2 more on each leg. 1 more. And then just hold it here. You can bring the hands down or place the hands here if you're getting tired, or just float one foot down, then the other, and rest. Nice long inhale, nice long easy exhale. And then just gently come to an easy cross-legged. Take a nice deep breath in, float the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, bring the hands all the way down to goddess arms. Slowly circle out those wrists. And then change direction. And then just release the arms down towards the floor. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up, fingertips up to the ceiling. Side bend over to the left. Maybe drop the left ear down towards the left shoulder. Inhale up. As you exhale, float the right fingertips down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, side bend over to the right. Right ear down towards that right shoulder. Inhale up. Float the arms all the way up, shoulder height. Flex the hands. Let's stretch out those forearms. Left fingertips to the right fingertips to flex out that right forearm. And release, flex both hands, right fingertips to the left fingertips. And release, place the hands either on the knees, palms down or palms facing up, or just place them on your feet. Lengthen the spine, crown of the head towards the ceiling, either soften the gaze or close the eyes. Weight even on both seat bones. Just a few deep breaths here. Slowly bring the palms together, bring the hands through to heart center, allow the thumbs to connect to the heartbeat. Take a nice long inhale, nice long easy exhale out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one, and really sigh that exhale out. And then slowly open your eyes. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that. You can subscribe to me if you'd like to. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and the email is linked below. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Thank you.